Welcome back to Active Sports TV. This is your host, Active Man. You see, we out here in shady Dago right now, San Diego, man. Going to bring you this content. You see it in the title, man. You see it in the title. Breaking news. Breaking news in the NBA world, man. The Sacramento Kings have made one of the dumbest decisions in franchise history. They have fired assistant championship head coach Mike Brown. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Say it ain't so, man. Talking about being ungrateful. Let's chop it up. Let's discuss what transpired. Give you some of these details to break out. Some thoughts, some post post interviews, post game interviews coming in from Mike Malone. His thoughts, so on and so forth. Active Sports subscribers, thank you for saying subscribe, tuning in, hit the thumbs up. You know where we going with this. New viewers, thank you for sticking around. Hope you subscribe, stay engaged. Go ahead, let's cook. Mike Brown, coming from Golden State, winning a championship as assistant coach. I mean, this guy is an experienced coach, a great coach, a coach that any franchise will be lucky to have along their coaching staff. Some even as head coach. Be on the lookout for that because Sacramento just made that available. Silly. You know, I want to go ahead and share my thoughts, man. It's the holidays, man. Hopefully, your Christmas, your New Year's is getting you're headed towards the New Year's. Everything is going well for you. Family is good. All of your ambitions is going well, and you looking forward to capitalizing on a new year in a big, big way. But this is sad. Very, 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 very sad. Mike Brown, during the holidays, is now 5 games under 500 with Sacramento Kings. Not what some would expect, especially with expectations from Sacktown, Sacramento, after adding DeMar DeRozan and during free agency, trying to establish a big three with DeRozan, Debo, Darren Fox, and Sabonis. All-star players, high caliber all-star players. Now, one thing all three of these players have in common is they haven't got it done. None of them have rings. Sabonis putting up great numbers. 2020 putting up, 2020 getting machine. Darren Fox been with Sacramento forever. Uh, Great point guard. In my opinion, top six in the league. But is not clutch, have not had that ick factor like SGA over in Oklahoma. He has not had the success as a SGA over in Oklahoma to prove that you can totally bank on him as a superstar franchise player and his abilities to carry a team and get them over the hump. He's not of that caliber. He has not shown that in Sacramento. Sacramento has given what I believe adequate help. Great role players in Malik Monk, Kevin Herter, um, so on and so forth. Murray, a nice um, complement, complementary roster, rotating roster pieces. Even with all of that, Mike Brown comes in, brings that Golden State culture, and it shows to be proven to have success. Sacramento, before Mike Brown arriving, have not sniffed the playoffs in over 17 years, guys. 17 years. That's damn near 2 decades. Follow me now. Sacramento gets to the first round and have one of the best teams they have to, one of the best opponents that they will have to face in the playoffs, and the Golden State Warriors, and they happen to take them 6 games in a back and forth series that was one of the best series of that playoffs of those playoff series. So with all that being said, he creates a new identity, new culture. You seem to have the fans behind you. You seem at that time to have the players buying in. My question is, what went wrong? What's going on with the Sacramento front office? And then, is this on the players? Is this on the players, guys? Because have the NBA became into a diva show? Has it became what can you do for me now and what would you will do for me depends on upon your stay? Because this is real femaleish, if you ask me. You know, viewers, it's quite disgusting at the end of the day that we got grown men thinking that this is acceptable behavior by any means. You're playing with a man's livelihood, a great experienced coach who have proven to take you guys to your highest, most recent success. And this is what you do around the holidays. This is how you repay them. This is your present for Christmas. Thank you. Your services is no longer needed. Cold blooded. Y'all might as well have been playing that Rick James in the back. That right there is scandalous. Super scandalous. You give this man not even a full 40 games. Not even a full 40 games for him to try to work things out with this new big three that you guys just acquired. DeMar DeRozan was just given the max this year due to the front office, not Mike Brown. Mike Brown didn't make that decision. So if someone needs to be getting fired here, we need to be looking at the front office. If someone is looking like they're getting ready to skip town and they're unhappy, we need to be looking at the front office. Unless this is a conspired with player and front office that if you go ahead and take care of this, that may fix things and I might come back. I might go ahead and sign off and give you the extension that I'm looking to get. But this may happen. If that's the case, then the players need to be held accountable. Darren Fox solely need to be held accountable. Allegedly. Allegedly. We keeping things alleged. We don't know until we know. But if that comes out, well, it'll come out. You got to pay attention to the actions. If you look at post game interview from Darren Fox after losing to the Los Angeles Lakers, when Doug Christie stepped up as interim head coach, his thoughts, just his whole mannerisms, his body language to me screamed shadiness. It said, you know, whatever is whatever. I'm still gonna do what I'm gonna do, whether you put it on me or not. My mind is made up. I don't think Sacramento can save themselves from Darren Fox deciding that he's done and he no longer wants to be with with that organization no more. But going this route, basically, you know, kicking Mike Brown in the back, forcing him out like that in a totally disgusting way. I mean, they went along and sat there and let this man have a full on practice. They didn't sit down with the man, had a conversation, let him know anything was going wrong. That if he didn't get something done, that this was going to be his outcome. They just totally, in the silence, like a snake, bit him in the back, man, kicked him out the door, man. Sad. Talked to the media, gave his thoughts about the embarrassing loss to the Detroit Pistons, where that then dropped him down 5 games below 500. And his thoughts was, it should have never happened. A great coach is going to be emotional. Excuse me, a little cold. It's going to be emotional, and it's going to be hard on players making bozo mistakes like Darren Fox in a crucial moment where all it will take is you to stand back and allow the player to win or lose the game, not foul, go to overtime, win the game. I think a coach is in his right to point that individual player out, hold them accountable, not necessarily in the public or in the media, but everyone should know that boy is on the hot seat. That player is on the hot seat. Any coach that's accepting of their superstar player getting away with that, what culture are you establishing? How do you want to win with that mentality? No one should be above the program. No one should be above how things go. Everybody should be held accountable. And in that moment, he should have been held the most accountable and been put on display, just like any other player who would have had cost a team a loss catastrophically that bad, just like Darren Fox did against the Pistons. Should have got the wrath that any head coach would have had released on them. That's just how it's supposed to go. And a player who want to be coached by a great coach will accept that, embrace that, embody that, make them a better player, and never do it again. And first of all, thank the coach for having the balls, for being as real as he's supposed to and addressing the issues that he sees. Not coddle these players, put diapers on them and pacifiers in their mouth, you know, and tell them, oh, it'll be better next time. It ain't how it's supposed to work. You know, it's starting to be a lost art out here, man. They not letting men coach men anymore. Men don't want to be coached by men anymore. You know, it's all about I want to be pleased. You know, and that's something that don't resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. These guys are getting paid handsomely. You know, getting well overpaid. Most of them not playing. These coaches are dealing with players being injured. Majority of the season, Darren Fox was injured, I believe, during the beginning of the season. Mike Brown had to overcome that. Having to deal with new accusations. It's not even given proper time to establish anything. I mean, this was less than 40 games, y'all. Mike Brown is unemployed with less than 40 games. Don't sit well with me. But we up out of here, man. We wish Mike Brown and good one, man, a speedy comeback, man. We know he's gonna be successful. We know he's due to get hired by something. So stay tuned. You definitely get some breaking news from Active pretty soon. We're gonna give you some more of that Clipper content later. We get into the laptop. Go, check me out in a little bit. Over and out, man. We stay activated at all times. Y'all know the motto. Stay dedicated to your craft, love your family at all times, keep them first, and enjoy this up and coming new year, man. We up out of here. Deuces.